So if you guys never see me again on TikTok Lives, you know I won the lottery. So we'll see what happens with that. Thoughts on getting rid of the MC number? I don't think it really matters, bro. To be honest with you, I retire. I agree with you, Anthony. I don't think the MC number really matters, bro, because you still got the DOT number, so it's basically the same thing, bro. So I mean, it just kind of sucks because then you ain't gonna be able to kind of see like how new the company is, because I don't think the DOT number works that way, if I'm not mistaken. But by the MC number, you could kind of see. But I don't think that getting rid of the MCs is such a big deal, but it is what it is. But yes, Anthony, I am retiring too, bro. If I win that Powerball tonight, bye-bye trucking. I never wanted anything to do with trucking ever again in my life. And I probably would still continue doing some kind of social media. I don't know if it'd be just about trucking, but I'll probably just be doing stuff that I like, but definitely not getting back into trucking, that's for sure. Anything else, bro? What do you guys want to talk about, man? Is it gonna get better here since the fourth quarter's coming up? Are we gonna see better like rates, better load, like more loads? What's gonna happen with that? You know what I mean? If you guys want to talk about electric trucks, let's go on. Let's do this. What's going on, Houston? This week has been a bad week. We looked at the market yesterday. I don't want to do like a market update today because it's the weekend. But Houston did have a lot of loads. Were you looking for like a specific lane, or are you open going anywhere out of Houston? Because there was a lot of freight. But a lot of people were complaining that they were not getting stuff out of Houston yesterday, man. Anthony, good luck to you too, bro. Hopefully one of us wins, bro. Hopefully one of us wins this Powerball. We got a pull at the office going here. We got a decent amount of tickets, so hopefully one of us hits it. But if I do hit the Powerball, I'm gonna be blessing a bunch of owner operators struggling, like maybe paying off a few trucks or something like that. I promise I would do that if I do hit the Powerball. So I definitely would still do a little bit with trucking, but definitely not gonna be staying in trucking. That is for sure, dude. How to become a trucker in Houston? I'm a high school kid wanting to live in Texas and drive. You're saying you're in high school? I don't know what I think they lowered the age to 18, but I don't think a lot of insurance companies are going to accept you till you're a little bit older. I think like 22, 23, 24, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure about your age thing, bro. Oh my God, Happy, bro. Happy, you're going to ruin this damn life, bro. But you know what? I'm gonna accept you, dude. Hopefully Ron's on here too, bro. So you guys can go edit live stream, dude. Because I don't want to hear messages from you. You guys are harassing my life between you and Ron.
Talk about.
You and Ron are harassing my life right now, bro.
No, I'm just giving Ron a reaction, but I'm not gonna talk about it. Don't worry.
No, I want to talk about this now. I want to talk. You guys are texting me, DMing me all day, both of you. So now I want to talk about it, dude. Let's talk about it. Why are both of you racist?
No, I'm not going to talk about it.
No, we're talking about it now. Where's Ron, bro? Somebody tag Ron, dude. Let's get him on here too. Let's have him battle this shit out, because I don't want to hear about this in my DMs.
And text messages. What I'm going to say is going to get you banned. I don't want to get you banned.
Well, I'm going to start. I got a beeping button somewhere here, bro. I got a beeping button, bro. You ain't going to get nothing banned. So I just go. Then nothing will get banned, bro.
I got his account banned. I think I reported like a bunch of his videos.
Why would you do that, bro? That's messed up, dude.
Bro, like, yo, Bobby, look. First of all, he's talking. He's the one who started talking shit, right?
Well,
yes or no?
I mean,
bro, like, you're trying to justify now.
What am I trying to justify?
Talking shit. All I no. You're trying to figure out a way to like not really blame him. Yeah, like the way we were just like.
Dude. I'm blaming both of you, dude. You're both racist as shit. You both argue.
I told you I've been pretty consistent on this.
I'm being racist.
If you disrespect, or no. Yo, let me talk. Yeah, why are you doing a live on Saturday, bro? Like,
because I'm here stuck at work, bro. I don't make money off of live. I think last live I made 6 cents, bro. I don't make shit off of this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You don't have like sponsors?
I can
get you a sponsor. I can get you like trucking sponsors. Like
I've been getting sponsors. I got one company I'm signing on with right now to do some stuff. Which they got a really good product, bro. So they got a really badass AI load board, which I really like. And I actually turned down, and I'm gonna have to turn down another sponsor to go with these guys because I like their product so much more. But they're not.
Hey, did you want like a truck part sponsor, like truck parts?
I don't know. I mean, if it fits what I do and it's a good company.
I have a couple contacts. I'll send them your way.
Oh, yeah? That's what you're going to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna send him away. Like,
Where the hell's
you
Ron,
could.
bro? Let's get on. Let's get this live
Yo,
popping, dude. Let's get banned.
Here's the deal, right?
Yeah.
Here's the deal.
TX trucker, that's
Ron's
definitely happened. I promise you guys.
Oh.
We're gonna have some. If I win the Powerball, I swear to God, in my life, dude, we're gonna have some kind of raffle. A few semi trucks will be getting paid off by this channel if I win the Powerball. That's guaranteed, dude. Okay, go ahead, Happy. What are you saying?
Yo, so I was saying, right? Ron's the one who started talking shit, or he's been like disrespecting, and like the other day he said something stupid on live.
Mm-hmm.
All I did was give him a reaction. Hey, you know what I mean? It's not like I went out of my way to fucking like.
Bro, you're still messaging him, dude.
Yo,
and he's
all
still
I did was send him
messaging you
cheers.
nonstop.
Bro, I sent him, bro. I sent him a bottle of Modelo. I sent him a picture of the Modelo, and I said cheers. That's it.
How about you just block each other, dude, and don't have to worry about it.
You know what he says? You want to know what he says?
What does
he says?
He say,
I don't
bro?
drink wet. He says I don't drink wetback beer.
Okay.
So he's fucking racist, bro.
You're both racist.
I'm not racist, bro.
Racist as shit, dude. Both of you, bro.
I'm not. I'm only racist against people who are racist to me. That's simple as I've been pretty consistent, bro. You can go back and watch every live that I've been on.
Yeah, we could. I will clip them, dude. Hold on. What's Texas Trucker?
Fucking have them on YouTube.
You do good work. I will be giving updates on.
No, let's not talk about the Know Nothing steering wheel holder, right? Let's not talk about.
Yeah, let us know what you're doing, Texas Trucker. Definitely would like to check it out, man. Let me know what you end up doing, bro. You guys.
Let's talk about trucking, bro.
You guys.
Let's talk about like.
This is trucking, dude.
That guy's a nobody, bro. He's fucking in Alabama. He lives in a fucking trailer. He's a nobody,
Start
bro.
getting racist.
All
Go ahead. Call him racist name. Go ahead. Do it.
Yo, he bro.
Hey, Connect Cargo. What's up, bro? Huh?
He told me on DM, right?
Oh
he says that his cousin is a clan member. Now, I swear to God, I'll send you the DM, bro. I'll send you the screen recording too. You say you don't think I'm like editing this shit,
bro? I don't know about you guys.
Yo, he's a nobody. He's a nobody. All it is he has a TikTok account. It's very easy to get followers. You just say like a bunch of shit, and then you got people who think just like you, they start following. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Wait, what? Are you trying to say that people are following me because they're racist?
No, not you. I'm talking about Ron. I'm talking about the Know Nothing steering wheel holder, Ron.
Oh my God, dude. I mean, I don't know. I just want to stay out of it, bro.
Yo, let's talk about like trucking, bro.
I got a shitload of fucking subjects we can talk about here, dude. Walked into, dude, Connect Cargo. This keeps going, bro. Both of these clowns keep fucking messaging me and complaining about each other.
Yeah, I'm not the one crying to you. He's the one who ran crying to you. He's the one who told you. He snitched. He fucking ran to the police like a fucking faggot. Oh,
okay, I can't say that,
bro. Sorry. I take that back, TikTok. Sorry.
We beefed. All right, what the fuck, dude? I'm not getting text messages, dude. Need SQU number. What was a great story?
Yeah, I'm gonna send some people his way though.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Threaten him. Just keep adding fuel to the fire, dude. Okay, what's going on? Okay, let's talk about trucking. This crazy truck stop stories. Anybody got any crazy truck stop stories? I want to get into that, dude. Dude, that would be bad. A tic tac boxing match, bro, between Happy and Ron, dude. I say we do it, dude. Well, no, we wanted to pay money. We'll stream it live, dude. We'll stream it live. What else? What else can we talk about? I got a list of subjects here, bro. What's a good one?
Any ghost stories? Like,
any what? What did you just say, bro?
Any ghost stories?
Ghost?
Like horror stories?
Am I aliens and now we're getting into
lagging? All right, so no, what I'm asking you is, do you have any ghost stories like trucker? No, there's a channel here.
Okay.
He talks about like trucker, like like when they see like black dogs, and like as they're driving on like the highway, right in like the west, they'll see like an old lady on the side of the shoulder walking.
I don't know how to reply to the YouTube chat yet, bro. But it's on TikTok Live. But I mean, it's the same. Oh, if you want to jump on and talk, it's on TikTok Live. But I'm just streaming on both YouTube and TikTok. Okay, ghost stories. Okay, dude. Okay, we're getting super lame right now, bro. You're ruining this live, bro, and just bombing it, dude. I think we're better off talking about you and Ron being racist, dude. I think that was better off.
It's gonna be handled in real life, bro.
Dude, you ain't gonna handle nothing in real life. Just keep on yapping, bro. You ain't gonna do nothing, dude. He's not gonna do nothing. Neither of you guys are gonna do anything, bro. The dude's like 70 years old, bro. And you
Yeah,
got
he's
food
old.
poisoning, bro. You guys ain't doing nothing, bro. Jesus Christ, dude.
Nah, I'm gonna send some people his way, bro. I'm gonna give him a reaction. Like that's it.
Yeah, wait till his little FBI comes after you, bro. Trucking top, yeah, exactly. What
Dude, they have a real
trucking
job
topic
to
we
do.
talking about here, dude? That's the only we've been up to for 40. That's only when you've been up for 40. Yeah, seeing ghosts, like smoking. Oh my god, why does he keep fucking texting
With the
me,
black
bro?
dog. Yeah, he's talking about black dog.
Wasn't that a movie with Kurt Russell? That was a trucking movie. Was it Kurt Russell or who was in that movie? That was an old movie, dude. Texas Trucker, give us a damn subject, dude. I love to talk about anything, dude.
Yo, why don't you come up, Texas?
Or there you go. Actually, this conversation leads to one of my topics I have here: mental health of trucker. Nobody talks about it. Obviously, Happy and Ron are mentally unstable, and then this is what happens when you're mentally unstable, and this is what happens when you're in trucking, sitting in your truck. You get into these tic-tac beefs with people for no reason, and this is what happens, bro. What you got? Connect the cargo.
Yo, what do you think about putting 100% with trainer?
I don't know what the fuck you're saying. Your cricket phones are breaking
That's
up, bro.
Dixon.
Hey, stop saying dumb shit. You're gonna get me fucking banned, dude.
Hang on.
How do I reply to YouTube chats, dude? I don't know how to reply to damn YouTube chats, dude. Why can I not reply to YouTube chats? Whatever, bro. It is what it is. Okay, what's the topic?
Is it better now?
Yeah. Will truck sale prices increase be the only real indicator of improving market? I hope so, because the used truck prices are going up already, dude. So hopefully that would be nice, because we need anything right now, bro. This market is so bad right now, dude. I mean, obviously you have your hot areas. For me, the lane I'm doing is absolute trash. So hopefully that is an indicator. You have future news freight for next week dry tariffs causing shortage. I think the tariff stuff's over with, bro. The worst of the tariffs is behind us, bro. Like, you see California, it's already flooded with container freight. Northern New Jersey, East Coast over there, they're flooded with container freight already. The tariff stuff's long gone, bro. The only time we had the issue with the tariffs is when he was doing the negotiations, which obviously screwed us really, really bad for a few months. But that's over with, in my opinion, dude. That's over with.
So what about India? Didn't he come out with India? He just said that.
But we're not talking about India, bro. We're not talking about India no more. I'm sick of talking about India, dude.
Yeah, but you just put a tariff on India, dude. He's gonna shut down the IT centers.
Yeah, good. He should, because they keep on giving these damn jobs to these stupid call centers.
And he said like 50.
I call my AT&T phone, bro, and I got some dude from fucking India that I can't understand yapping to me, bro, and it makes me angry. He needs to, you know what he needs to do also with India? He needs to shut down these damn trucking brokerage services that keep calling us 15 times a day, asking me if I want to.
Oh, the ELD? You got the ELD calls?
No, dude, they call every day. They're like, oh, where's your truck? We want to dispatch you. And then we tell them we have like flatbed reefers, and they're retarded. So they keep
you're not supposed to tell them anything, dude. You're just supposed to hang up.
No, I tell them we got flatbed reefers, and they said they could dispatch them. So
that's the problem. That's why they keep calling you.
No, man.
Because when you tell them that, they send your number to other people. They put it in it's a system, bro.
What do you guys got, like a little WhatsApp group that you guys message each other so you keep harassing people?
If you don't answer,
trucker
right,
aliens,
then it's gonna.
It's
not gonna be in the system.
Where are we at? What do you think of it? Sure, dude.
Yeah, are you reading two chats?
Snowman 24. I keep on trying to find this, dude. This insurance increase thing. I can't find it. I googled the crap out of it. I'm chat GPTing it. I can't find it. I gotta go watch it on what's his name's channel, on Mother Trucker's channel, because I want to see what the damn price difference is going to be to get this up to 2 million. Because I don't know too much about it, so I don't want to speak out of pocket. So I got to research it more before I start making like opinions or videos on this.
Hey, Jersey is at 1.5 million. So
Jersey changed a long time ago.
It's not that much, dude. It's not. Yeah, if you can't afford $2 million insurance, bro, like, you shouldn't be in trucking.
Dude, yeah, you can't afford $2 million on top of what? Like already $18,000-$20,000 a year they're charging like new companies, dude. That's absolutely crazy, dude.
They should, bro.
They should.
No, like,
you should be paying $20,000 for trucking insurance for a year.
New companies?
Yeah, even if you're a new company, dude, that off the bat, that just kills your chances of even having any kind of chance to succeed in trucking, bro. They're basically just not even giving anybody any chance to succeed.
I think of it as like it keeps the guys who don't know how to do business out, you know? That's what I say.
I mean, dude, part of doing business is knowing numbers and what you could afford, and that kind of crazy prices just obviously just putting you in a disadvantage from the beginning if you know what you're doing or not. How do you feel about brokers being capped? Text. It's a good one. No, I don't believe in this shit, dude. Dude, everybody thinks like brokers just sit around and do nothing, bro. It's not true, dude. Dude, they got overhead. They pay their sales guys commission. They don't keep all that money. You know, they got to have special insurances. Anything happens, they're going to get sued. Look how many carriers are out here robbing people, and you know, with all these false identities, that falls on a broker liability most of the time. I mean, dude, I don't think so, man. This cap thing for brokers is crazy. It's not capitalism. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me on this, but unfortunately, that's the way I feel about. Well, not unfortunately, this is the way I feel about it. Connect to cargo, bro. You're capped.
But why are you always defending broker?
Because why not?
I don't know, man. Like something tells me like you have a stake in a broker or something.
Don't worry. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. You'll never know. Autonomous drivers.
Like, you're always on defense, bro. You're supposed to be on the truck driver side.
I'm supposed to be
on the broker side.
I'm on the capitalism side, dude. And that's
hey, but we're gonna make you into the next mother trucker.
No, I don't want to be next, that dude. I mean, I watch his content, but he's just too. Okay, I'm not gonna. Let me tell you. It's not that I don't. I like the guy. Salad. I watch his content, but he's just a little like too like. I'm not like I don't. Maybe I don't know like a better word for, it, but like too like goody two shoe, too like correct. I guess.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah, I'm just. You know, I still watch his content because the dude has great content. He has a lot of educational stuff.
I'm gonna say what everybody's thinking, right? He needs to stop doing a word salad in the beginning of his videos. He needs to get right to the point.
Yeah, I think he started.
Like, everybody thinks that. Dude.
He started doing that a lot more lately, though. Like he's right now in his videos, he'll be like, "Oh, for anybody that doesn't have time to, watch the whole video, here, let me get to the point." So he's actually getting a lot better with that. But
I get why he does it though, because he has to monetize. You know, you have to be like over a certain amount of.
No, I get it too, bro. But I mean, like, dude, instead of like an 18-minute video, make a 9-minute video, and as long as your YouTube video is over 7 minutes. You're still gonna do all right, you know what I mean? But then a lot of times, like, dude, there's a lot of videos of his that I just skipped because of that, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I could help him, I don't know. I'm sure he's looking at his analytics, he knows what he's doing. I'm sure he's making good money.
Hey, bro, we're gonna get you there, bro. You're gonna be there one day.
We'll see, dude. If I still, but if I fucking go out of business, I'm not doing TikToks anymore, dude. I have to get 2 jobs.
Oh yeah.
Pay my bills, dude. Where the hell we at in this chat?
Hey, you got a CDO, baby?
No CDO.
No CDL. So you are, bro. Okay.
I'm a bro. Okay, whatever you say, bro. Dude, don't make me get Ron over here to beat the crap out of you, dude. Autonomous drivers.
He's not gonna do. He's a weak old fucking nobody. He's not gonna do anything.
Connected, dude. There's actually, I think it's gonna be more of a hybrid of autonomous and driver in there with that autonomous truck. China already. I reacted to like a YouTube video on it on my YouTube. It's actually pretty cool, dude. It's like autonomous truck with a driver in it. I think that's going to be, in the near future, but like pure autonomous, bro, I don't know. I don't see it happening anytime soon. Insurance, $2 million.
It'll be like Tesla.
We're going over this. Why are rates so low then? Man, depends where you're at. There's some places right now for some equipment that has some good rates, dude. Okay, we went over that one. They want to increase the trucking insurance to $3K. $3K for what do you mean $3K? $3K a month? I'm confused about that. Let me know. Monthly? There's no way, dude. That'll be crazy, dude. There's no way, because then you got like pooled insurance. I mean, there's so many different options for that. Insurance is a scam, dude. Have to pay the price for. Oh boy, I'm not gonna say that before. So you better stop before Happy starts DMing, threatening you, bro. We're gonna get Happy all sorts of TikTok beefs, dude. It's not about doing business. It's about being able to make it to the money that's in the beginning. It is, dude. Exactly, big dog. If you price people out of being able to succeed, that's what's gonna happen, bro. Like you're like, I think the first year failure is like 80% or like over 90 after 2 years, and raising insurance rates every single year is definitely not helping the cause to get people to succeed in trucking. That's for damn sure, dude. Any recommendations for dispatchers? Like, you mean like a dispatch service? Is that what you're talking about? Or do you want to just like hire a dispatcher? Only lazy people want to cap on brokers. You can't cap brokers, bro. These guys, dude, sales guys don't get paid for like a year or two, dude, before they find a big customer and then they start building a book of business. It's not that easy, bro. And if it wasn't for brokers, a lot of these small trucking companies wouldn't even have a chance to work with most of these customers that the brokers get. So
they wouldn't, because if brokers weren't around, then they would have no other choice.
Exactly.
Bunch
Yeah.
of work with the
No,
company.
they wouldn't. They'll have a bunch of other. They'll give it to the big trucking companies, dude, and then they're gonna sell it through their brokerage anyways, bro. So that doesn't matter. They're gonna give it to the JB Hunts, the
No, I'm
Schneiders.
saying like if brokers were never around, like completely, like
And this three,
it didn't even exist.
this 3% cap's never gonna happen, bro. 3% cap wouldn't even pay C.H. Robinson's overhead, bro. That's never gonna happen, bro. This is just crazy talk, dude. Crazy talk. Because the
Why do we
market's
have so
bad.
much overhead as a broker?
What do you mean? Why do you have so much overhead?
Yeah, why is their overhead so high?
Well, you got to pay insurances, bro. You got to pay people that work there. You know how much? You know how much just alone the systems, like the computer system softwares cost, dude. They're constantly building them. Look at C.H. Robinson's Navisphere online website, bro. That's dude millions of dollars for all that stuff, dude. What are you talking about? And dude, a lot of their money goes into like tech infrastructure, bro.
Why are you guys so defensive, Bobby?
Because everybody's just talking out of their ass, bro, and they don't know what the hell they're talking about. Like they're thinking like it's just like, dude, this isn't like 19.
You don't gotta defend brokers.
I'm gonna defend brokers till they
Let them
die,
defend
bro.
themselves, bro. Let them defend themselves. Well, why is Bobby playing defense for freight brokers?
Because I don't like crazy talk, bro. That's fine.
Does Bobby have a stake in C.H. Robinson?
Yeah, I wish.
Is he a shareholder?
I wish. I wish. I'm keeping my
like bro. They don't have to. Nobody's telling brokers to make all this AI shit. Like nobody's asking them to do.
Dude, you need it. It's called an
Well,
advancement.
what do you think is fucking up the market, bro? Well, what do you think? What else do you think is fucking up the market? Like one of the factors.
The biggest is economy, bro. That's the number one factor that's fucking up the market is economy.
All right, okay, well that's one factor, obviously the biggest.
Fraud.
But this AI shit, all this AI and
the AI is mandatory, bro. It's advancements, more technologies. You advance. You keep on. The society keeps on getting more advanced. You need more advanced shit around you, bro. Economy and fraud right now, dude. This is ruining trucking.
You think so?
Yes, I know so, dude. What equipment does Happy Drive? I was gonna make a joke, but I don't want to do it.
Well, yeah, make that racist joke, but make it.
But it wouldn't make sense because you're not that nationality. All right. So explain the little map better. How do we figure what's going to make money?
Were you gonna make a Muslim joke?
Huh? I wasn't gonna make anything then. Don't get me canceled. Don't make me canceled. Hey, are you talking about the DAT hot market map TX trucker, bro? Let me know, dude. Happy you're Polish too, right? Don't say that, bro. Come on, dude.
I'm Polish. Yeah, I'm Polish.
Don't disgrace the Polish people like this, bro. Don't do it.
Hey, what's the racist term for
hey,
Polish
Liam,
people?
what's going on, bro? My wife's here. Hello, wife. Accounts payable, receivables, insurance, bond, TMS, sales, etc. Yeah, dude. And then like you think it's like exactly, bro. And that's only some of that stuff. Then you're not even including like rent if you're renting somewhere. You know, all like you said back, like the support, dude. All the support, dude, that goes behind the just billing and getting money from customers calling. Like, dude, it's absolutely crazy. Well, carrier for one's like one of the cheapest parts of it, but yeah, it's a lot of shit that goes into it, bro. It's not easy.
Hey, well, why don't we get rid of carrier for 101? Well, why don't we start a movement on that?
Dude, you're never gonna get. Dude, I'm not even getting into this. Carrier for one could be such a good tool, bro, but it's just so trash.
It's not, but yeah, it is trash. Yeah,
it is trash, dude. Fraud, big time. Yep, I agree. Connected cargo, dude. The fraud is just crazy right now, dude. And all this stuff, like nobody's caring to solve any of these cases, and it's raising up the insurance rates. It's absolutely nuts, bro. I think right now it's better to get into like criminal activities in trucking than it is actually being in trucking at this point, dude. I might be making a career change here in a second, dude. It looks a lot more lucrative to be a scammer. The DAT hot market map, it's under tools and market conditions, and then it tells you like prior business day, current business day, last 8 business days, or prior month. I usually like looking at the current business day towards the end of the day or prior business day. Then you click each market, and it shows you like the load, how many loads are posted, how many trucks are posted. And then you want to look with the gap, like say if like, there's like 10,000 loads posted, like 1,000 trucks, that's a good gap because it's not 100% accurate. So just because the market is red does not mean it's hot, dude. SRT Leo, what's going on, dude? How much more is the insurance bill going to be for $2 million? I don't know. That's why I haven't, dispatcher. I haven't looked into it yet. So like I said, I don't want to make opinions about it yet. I'm still trying to find good information on it. Once I do, I'm going to look into it, but hopefully it's not too much more. Is $1,200 too much for insurance on a box truck? I have a clean mark. I have no idea about box trucks, but I think it should be less than $1,200, bro. Unless you got like a new MC, I think, dude. But that's I'm not sure. I don't want to lie to you, bro, about box trucks, honestly. Because the last time I had a box truck was a long time ago. But I know like you could put your insurance for your MC for like the cheapest, which is like for the box truck, and it's like $700 or $800. If you need some recommendations for insurance, let me know. I can send you a couple good agents, or also maybe talk to that Redbeard guy on here. Redbeard does insurance on TikTok here. I had $1 million on my insurance and it went up to $40 a month. So it went from $1 million to $2 million for $40 a month. Okay, if that's the case, that's not too bad. I mean, just don't buy a 40 bag when you're out over the weekend, and you should be fine on that one. So if that's the case, it shouldn't be that bad then. What else we got? Let me see my list, dude. Okay, we talked about brokers. We all know out there connected cargoes out there scamming people. What's up?
I said, what do you think about the 1099 law? Like, I think Trump overturned the the California, like that bill.
Good.
Allows 1099 drivers
to. You should be 1099 if you want to. You should be W-2 if you want to, dude. Should be your choice, dude. In my opinion. So good thing you overturned it. 1099 is the way to go,
but
bro.
You don't think that's like part of the reason? Like that's one thing fucking up trucking.
No, this not really, dude. Not really. If anything, they should be making trucking better because people would go under or not. Would have to turn people into W-2. So I don't think there'll be anything to affect it like that.
I don't know. I think as a company driver, you should be making W-2.
You see, look at Connected Cargo, bro. 80% profit, bro, on every load, bro. See, you guys are right, dude. Look at him. He just admitted, bro. He'd be making like $4,000 rips, dude, on you guys, dude. Damn, that's fun stuff, dude. See, he just confirmed it, bro. Brokers are a scam. We should get rid of them. Cap them at 3%. I think we should cap them at 1%, bro. That's what I think we should do. 1% for brokers, dude. 16K yearly for 10 clean record CDL. Is that legit or high with Great West? I think, isn't Great West, like, don't a lot of people don't want to use Great West? I'm not sure, dude. I'm not an insurance specialist. But 16K, how old's the MC, dude? How old's the MC? And how is the run loss on it? We know you're joking, bro, but I'm just mocking everybody else that, is over here. Oh, brokers are making $1 million every load and they give us $1, dude. And then just like, it's obviously crazy talk, dude. I have a feeling we'd be getting in a scuffle, homie. I have a feeling we'd be getting in a scuffle. Thrill say, who you getting in a scuffle with who? I hope not with me, because I'm not getting no more Tic Tac beefs, bro.
He's talking to you. He's talking to you.
He's talking to me? What are we getting in a scuffle about, bro? I'll send you Happy's address and Ron's. Go scuffle with them, dude.
Just send him Ron's number.
Leak
Ron's number.
Yeah, let me just get myself involved in this more than I already am. I own a freight agency in Dallas, Fort Worth. What do you do with the freight agency, dude? What do you got, like a brokerage, or what do you got? Troy D. Let us know, bro. But yeah, dude, it's absolutely wild, dude. So what else we got going on, dude? What else we got going on? We talked about brokers getting capped. Are mega carriers destroying trucking? I think so, for sure. That's a definitely
984.
What's up?
Nothing. Never mind.
What do you guys specialize in out of there? Do you get like flatbeds or dry vans? What do you guys do? That's a question for Troy. Here's another one. The ChatGPT gave me. If you had $1 million, would you still invest in trucking? Probably wouldn't invest in trucking, but it was only $1 million. I'd probably still have to work in trucking, unfortunately. $1 million is not enough to retire, and definitely don't want to invest in trucking right now, dude. Why is it so uncommon for drivers, owner-operators to cold call shippers?
Because they don't know how to talk.
Because they're too busy talking shit about brokers making too much money and we should cap them, instead of worrying about reaching out to customers directly and getting them themselves, dude. That's why. That is why.
No, and they just can't carry a conversation, bro.
Hopefully I'll be out of here by 3. But call me when you're done, and we'll see. Unless you guys want to come by and we'll grab a lunch or something. But last truck's supposed to be here like at 2:30, maybe like 2:33, I think. So call me when you're done. $1 million I'd
The
invest on
parcel?
leaving trucking. Yeah, right. No, I would still work in trucking, but I would definitely take that $1 million to pay off all my bills, and then still, unfortunately, would have to work in trucking. But that's why I'm hoping to win the Powerball tonight. Because if I win the Powerball tonight, I'm definitely not working in trucking. And then if I do win the Powerball, I'm investing some of that money to fund Ron to find Happy so he can beat the crap out. Oh man, dude. Damn, Connect the Car. I just seen your lives. I gotta go check out your page. I'm gonna go look at your videos, dude. I haven't because I don't think they popped up on my feed for some. We're friends too, so I don't know why they haven't popped up on my feed, dude.
Hey, if I win the Powerball, right? I'm gonna hire a bunch of people to follow Ron. And just murder from, just cut him off on the highway and slow him down.
Dude, not some wild shit, dude. Jesus Christ, bro.
Not slam the brakes. I don't want to slam the brakes.
Are you on here, Troy?
What's up?
But just slow him down on purpose.
Oh man, nothing. It's actually good to hear someone making some sense. Dude, I scroll through and I'll hear trucking companies or owner ops talking about how much money freight brokers are making. I think they've got it totally wrong. And they've got a terrible temperature on the market if they really feel like brokers are out here making a killing right now.
Yeah,
it's the shippers and manufacturers, right?
Yeah, I'm sure there's you get a couple rips here and there, bro. But like, especially with dry vans, bro, dude. I mean, unless you got like a super good customer, dude. But for dude, the shippers and customers they know what's going on nowadays. They're not, you know what I mean, gonna be overpaying. I'm sure there's some situations where like you have something in your pocket or something where you can make some good money. But like overall, if you look at statistically overall, dude, it's not like how it used to be. That's for sure, dude.
Yeah, nearly 100,000 carriers and brokerages have gone out of business in the last 3.5, nearly 4 years.
Yeah.
It's been seriously rough, but I just want to say, like, for any truckers out there that are trying to do the math in their head and think that brokers are making a killing, unless you have a good friend you went to college with, or you've got someone that you've been working with for 15 years that just doesn't care what someone else is trying to sell them, that's the only way you're getting big rips right now. Otherwise, I know customers here in DFW, 250, 300 for a dry van, local loads.
Yeah,
that's cheap, man. You can't. A driver's got to get on 2 loads just to make $600 for the day, $650.
Yeah, and the goal is 1,000 a day at least. You know what I mean? For like a minimum, dude. Like if you're driving, even if you're doing local work. Because I mean, like, just the cost of the driver per hour if you're doing local, and then gas and insurance and wear and tear, and it's absolutely crazy, dude. Like it's just like crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy on the drivers. Definitely crazy on the drivers, and yeah, man. I just wanted to jump on and say that because I go through and drivers think that it's the brokers. I'm like, it's not, man. It's large shippers and large manufacturers that have been onboarding Uber Freight and these large tech companies who have been implementing automated bot systems that are pricing everything at 5% and 6% to win customers. And thousands of companies have been doing it over the last 3 years, 4 years, implementing all this bot automation. And now here you go. Everyone's had their mishaps with their tech, or they think they're winning customers at 5% and 6%, and the market's where it's at. I really think that automation's had a big part of it, bro. I watched it firsthand.
Yeah, not only that, what they're doing is like the bigger people that have the money, you know what I mean? What they're doing is they're pricing it out, like averaging it through the whole year, and like depending on the market during that time. So they'll be like, okay, during hot season, we're going to take losses. And then during this season, we're going to make money. So then there's the AI and the bots you're talking about are pricing this out like over the year. You know what I mean? So
right.
they have the funds to eat the losses for a few
months.
Bro. A lot of people
sounds
don't.
It sounds like you definitely know your stuff here. But I run my own company. If I don't run a load a day, I don't make $1. I try to run 10 loads a day, that kind of thing, right? I got to run freight to be able to make money. Logistics is a tough business, man, right now. If like you just said, day one, you're competing against, I could be on a load board with some of the biggest companies you could think of day one, and they're willing to take losses on the same freight that I can't take a loss on. Yep. I can't afford to take a loss. They're willing to lose $50 to $100 every load just to win a customer for 3 months. So
yeah, the only advantage small people have is that you get that intimate connection. You know what I mean? That's the only thing. And unless the customer appreciates that, then you're gonna have a hard time, getting them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I sell communication and customer service, bro. Like my customers can contact me anytime. I get a hold of them. And that's why they like me too. I can, unless somebody's got their bot pricing every 5 minutes, I can get quicker pricing back to a lot of customers direct. So
Yeah, and the only good thing that's happening is a lot of these companies that are doing that. But the only problem is the market's not. But once the market gets hot and they actually are not going to be able to take all those losses, that's when it's going to start backfiring on them a little bit. But with this shitty market, they're getting away with it. You know what I mean? And they sign these contracts for like 1, 2, 3 years, which is absolutely crazy.
Bro, it's crazy. Shippers are loving it because they know anytime now it's going to be coming back. So if they can get anybody on a 1-year contract right now, for most recent pricing, they're making a killing.
Yeah, and we see and a lot of these people don't understand is that, dude, if you call any of these customers, like unless you're a freight broker with good tech or a trucking company with a bunch of trucks, they don't even want to talk to you, dude. So they think like, oh, it's that easy just to go land the customer. And if it was that easy, then every small trucking company have customers that wouldn't be worrying about getting broker freight, which is
No, I've got a buddy that tried to do that. He would start by building relationships with carriers and owner ops and say, listen, I'm going to set you up with dedicated lanes, exactly what you go on DAT for and exactly what you go and look for spot. I'm going to set you up with them exactly. And he would do it. And within 3 months, these owner ops are back on the spot board because they have a hard time with communication and consistency. And that's where a broker does play a role. Is I can speak with I try to keep my customers for 5 years. I'm not trying to burn a bridge if something goes wrong. So that's the difference, right? And owner ops are quick to think, oh, I don't need you. And they move on and they go back to the spot board. So I see it all the time.
Dude, even look at what do we got here? Hold on. Somebody got a question for you, I think. Hold on. Dude, fuck. Ron, bro. Ron, I cannot let you jump on, bro. Dude, I cannot. This is going to go. I see you called in. I just see your thing. I can't do it, bro. It's going to get super racist, bro, and I'm going to get my live ban, bro. We can't do that right now, dude. I think Liam has a question for you, but Roger's jumping on.
Yo, what kind of communication do you recommend for owner operators, to improve him?
No, he's asking why do brokers keep calling if they have tracking on you already? Which is I think that's mostly just bigger brokerages, bro.
That's larger brokerages. I mean, even me, I'll occasionally catch myself accidentally doing it. I think a lot of it's just error, man. Like you get a 25-year-old, a 26-year-old, their job's just to check on drivers all day, and they just got back from lunch and they just had a margarita. I think it's that simple. You just get double and triple called by large companies with multiple hands in the pot.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy, bro. Like this stuff gets out of hand too, dude. If you're tracking, just leave the damn person alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Bring up Truckers.
Bring up who?
Bring up Truckers Unite. Truckers Unite. He's the guy at the White House. You remember I told you the other day?
He's not calling in.
Yo, just request him.
Well, he has to call in. What do you mean, dude? If he wants to talk, he's going to call in, dude. I'm just going to start requesting.
I've been talking with that guy. I know that guy.
Yeah. Have him call in. Call in Truckers Unite. Let's get into it. What's up, Roger? You there? Roger, you there?
Yes, good day to everyone. No, I'm just sitting listening.
Roger's our Canadian correspondent.
Yeah, good day, eh?
Yeah, all right, what's going on?
Anyways, no, I'm just sitting listening. I've interfaced with that Truckers Unite guy, and he is, quote, a unique individual. Okay. To expand from that serves no purpose. I am not going to allow this channel to be degraded or turn it into an orchestra of scorched cats.
Wait, what happened? I just heard compliments and I heard some bad stuff. Sorry, as I was reading the comments.
Well, his plan virtually defies simple logic. He feels he tried to show up at the White House to have.
Oh, that's the guy you're talking about, Happy?
Yeah.
Yeah, him, bro. Yo, bring him out, yo.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is he requesting?
No.
He's throwing shots at you, bro. He's firing shots. Truckers Unite. You got to come up. Yeah, you got to defend yourself.
Then we're gonna bring up Baran after this, so you guys can go at it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take care of Ron in real life, bro.
That serves no purpose. That serves.
Oh shit! Hold on, Truckers. Sorry, I was trying to accept it right now, bro.
This is none of my business. I'm not getting involved, but I'm gonna say that was marginally criminal.
What Ron did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, dude.
It was marginally criminal. I know here in Canada, it would have been criminal. I'm not going to comment on the US, but the elements, of not only what he said was how he said it. certainly tipped the scale.
Yeah, well,
That's
I
my
mean,
opinion.
we do have freedom of
That
speech
what?
here in the United States, but still, you should still watch what the hell you say. You know what I mean?
Wait,
Exactly.
so who said that? Who said what?
But
And that's like
you
that
being
guy
racist
spitting
against Ron,
on.
bro.
That's
Nah, I'm
like
not. How am
that.
I being racist?
Because, bro, you're racist, bro, and you can't be saying stuff like that on lights, Happy. You're lucky we're in America where it's freedom of speech. If we're in England, bro, you'd be locked up right now, dude, eating
Oh my God, I've
crumpets,
worked in
crumpets and
England,
tea.
and it is totally different, Bobby. And it's the same as this football player. That football player from the Eagles who spit on that guy. You tell me how that's not assault.
I mean, in America, it's not. It's freedom of speech, you know. And but you still, like, again, but you still should have the common decency not to say stuff like that. You know, I mean, just because you could say it doesn't mean you should say it. That's my opinion.
Hey,
Exactly.
Truckers Unite.
He's on
Yo,
here. I
he just
think. Is he
fired
saying?
shots at you, bro.
You're on there, buddy?
Roger just fired shots, bro. You gotta play defense.
Why are you always trying to start shit, dude?
I'm getting you clips, bro. Bobby, you gotta clip it. Clip it.
There's nothing to clip yet, dude. Besides you being racist. You there, Truckers United guy?
Good comment,
I'm here.
Bobby.
How's everybody doing today? I'm trying to be respectful and not interrupt. How
No,
you
you're good,
doing,
bro.
man?
What's up?
Nice to meet you, Bobby.
You too, sir.
So my name is Vince with Truckers Unite Now. 5 days ago, I just sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck as a lease owner operator. I've been trucking for 11 years, 1.3 safe miles. I love this industry. Everything, the family I've created, everything I've built has been from the American economy, born and raised here. I love this country. I love it for legal immigrants. And all I want to do is bring more financial currency to the American truck driver and their families. Us 3 million strong are the backbone of this country. We are suffering tremendously, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and it's absolutely unheard of to do this in any other industry. There's a minimum wage for every other industry other than the trucking industry. I am learning so much. So like the other gentleman was saying, I went to the White House, just me, myself, and it cost me, I didn't work for 4 days. I just kind of got to the point, like, why am I running this truck, working 80, 90 hours a week, sacrificing everything for myself and my family to better my life and my family's life? Why am I doing this if I'm not getting ahead? If I'm not stacking money, why am I running this business?
Because
You know what I'm
unfortunately, I
saying?
think we're just used to it, and you know what I mean. This all we know is trucking. So unfortunately,
Yes.
like we're just stuck in this like hamster wheel. And when the economy's bad and the market's not there, we just keep on like going and going and hoping that it's gonna turn around. Unfortunately, I think.
Yes. No, I agree. Well, I've learned a lot in the last 4 days. I've met some amazing people, some other advocates for truck drivers, and I'm learning that this goes so much deeper than you guys think. I mean, there's a psychological way of getting in our minds to make us think we're not united so that they can make a lot of money. Everybody and their brother is in our pockets, right? Just decade.
Oh, you broke up there, buddy.
Sorry about that. Yeah, decade after decade, folks have found clever ways of taking money out of our pockets, and this is where we're at. This is the result of it. And I've learned. Long story short, I've learned we all have to be held accountable. I mean, let's look in the mirror. Let's look at ourselves first. Let's get involved and let's shake this whole thing up, man. Let's tell the American people what's going on. Let's get support. Let's make trucking truly great again.
So what do you think is going on?
Yeah, good question, Bobby. Sir, may I ask, who do you have a constructive business plan, a business model that's 3, 6 months, a year out? And if so, who wrote said plan? And what education do you have, sir?
So that's a really broad question to answer. 3, 6, 9 months out, so much changes not only in the American economy but with the entire world, based off who's off in office at the time, based off what laws are being passed or not passed. So trucking is very, very unique. Would you agree with that? Extremely unique.
I don't know. I don't have very much experience in this business. Happy will attest to that. But at the end of the day, fundamentally, you've got to have, call a business plan, a model. You got to have calls to action. Okay. And said plan has to be flexible enough to sit back and say, well, this is going to change, that's going to change. I'm not being narcissistic, but it doesn't sound like you've got a solid business model that you prepared to put out there. You sound more, sir, like a politician.
Okay, well, I'm confused though, because what do you think? Okay, because I haven't really seen your I mean, I've seen like the video in Washington, whatever. Oh, I just broke my shit. But I haven't really like seen all your content. So, what do you think is the issues in trucking right now that you're trying to like fight to get fixed?
The main issues in trucking, I believe, is so first thing would be broker transparency, right? So if you look in the green book, the FMCSA book that all of us should be reading, if you're a professional driver, that should be step one. And I will be honest and transparent myself. I've been doing this 11 years, and I just 5 days ago picked up the book and started reading it. So there's a code 371.3 in the book that gives us broker transparency. But there's an organization called the TIA. All they do is lobby for brokers. Brokers are genius. I mean, they have the well thought business plan. They hire lobbyists to fight in Washington, to fight federally, to fight stateside. And they get laws passed that go against the owner operator, the lease owner operator. The carriers are hiring foreigners. They're putting things out there that, like, we have a driver shortage. We don't have a driver shortage at all.
I agree with
the
that.
Carriers and the TIA started that whole thing to get it in Americans' minds. Oh yeah, because if you say something enough times, it'll become true for everybody. As Americans, we're parrots, and I'm guilty of it too, brother. I'm guilty of being a parrot. See something, don't actually do the research, and then I tell all my friends. And I stopped doing that 5 days ago. That's what I'm encouraging truck drivers to do. Let's stop being parrots. Let's get educated. Let's do the research. Let's look in the mirror, be accountable, and let's make trucking great again. The only way we're going to fix it is we have to fix it.
Broker transparency, just out of curiosity, how do you think broker transparency will fix trucking? I agree with the driver shortage. I agree with a lot of the stuff you said, but the broker transparency, like how, like realistically, do you think that would actually?
So I'm all over the board. Yeah. So I didn't finish your question. My apologies. So the 371.3 code, we already have in place a law that gives us broker transparency. But what happens is when you sign your carrier packet, those carrier packets, what's that? The TIA has. Yeah. Exactly. You give up. You sign away your right. Just like in a courtroom, if you sign away your constitutional rights.
But what about broker transparency? Say it's a perfect world, right? And then you could get every single transparency on every single load you do from every single broker. Like, how is that going to fix trucking or help trucking at all, period?
I'll give you an example. So let's say I'm getting a load. Let's say I'm trying to book a load, or I see something on a load board that says Los Angeles to New York for, I don't know, $8,000, right? Right now, I think it's going for anywhere from 5 to 6, and that's on a good day, right? But let's say 9,000 is put out there, and I'm like, wow, that's a great load. I call on it, right? And I'm like, okay, where's my transparency, Mr. Broker? And the broker shows me proof that they're making 20,000 on that load, right? There's no way I'm going to give them 55% of a load that I spend 90% of my life with, and I'm suffering.
But you just said if loads are going from 5 to 6, they posted it for 8. Who gives it? Who cares if they got it for 100,000? If you're still getting the rate that you want to take.
Because a broker, in my opinion, that's doing an hour or 2 hours on that load should not get 55% of a rate that the driver spends their entire life with.
So you got a customer, just to use round numbers. So now you got a customer, right, that's giving a broker, let's just say, like you said, LA to New York, right? Just say we got 2 same lanes, right? One broker got a good customer, which gave him $10,000 for the load. Then a different broker is posting the same lane from a different customer that doesn't have that kind of money, and he only got like $5 or $6 grand. So just because somebody else got a good customer, why should they pay you more if they have more money in it, if they're already going to pay you above market?
Because, well, that's where you're not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong, and that's where I'm trying to change things for drivers. If drivers are going to take it for that rate, that's what you're going to get. If you want to keep having a terrible life, the choice is yours. You are correct. That's where I'm saying self-accountability is something that I feel like drivers really don't do. We're fighting each other tooth and nail for pennies, And brokers are like, look at these guys taking this for near nothing. They're literally fighting over, 10% of what the load is actually worth. And they're the ones that are taking the sacrifice to get that load done. American truck drivers are the backbone. I'm sorry, brokers are not. Okay.
Oh,
We are the ones that spend 90. I'm not talking badly about brokers. If I come off on like that, I apologize. There's great brokers out there. 30% of the brokers that I'm dedicated to are wonderful people. They're making 10, 15% off the load. That's great. I want all of us to win. Here's my thing. And I think a lot of truckers would agree with this. I can't speak for anybody but myself, but I want all of us to win. I just want it to be a fair shake. The American truck driver is the one that spends 90% of their time with that load. On average, we die at about 62 years old. This job is 7 times more dangerous than law enforcement. So think about that for a second. We are dying at 7 times faster than police officers. We're in the top 10 most dangerous jobs. So it's called hazard pay. If you look at underwater welders, they're making $300-$400 an hour. Why is that?
I mean, but then you got to break it down. Then you got to look at the unhealthiness, just the way truck drivers eat. They eat at truck stop. A lot of them, don't take time to like make their own food. Okay, so I mean, there's a lot of different considerations into that. But I mean, I wouldn't go as far as saying hazard pay for truckers. I mean, maybe if you start getting into like oversized, specialized, like crazy, like freight that I could, what I mean? But like normal, like dry van reefers, flatbeds, I don't consider it a hazard pay. And I think we should be worried about a lot bigger stuff than broker transparency. I mean, if you want to start getting into, like, like the driver shortage bullshit they've been feeding us, if you want to get into these visa CDLs that are crashing on our rates, if you want to get into that kind of stuff, I'm with that stuff. But I just don't think broker transparency should be on top of the list of how to fix trucking, in my opinion.
Okay, well, how about cabotage? How do you feel about cabotage with Mexican drivers?
Well, both Mexican and Canadian, right? I mean, obviously they shouldn't be doing it, and there should be a crackdown on it.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that too, but I mean,
that's right. I can't do it as an American citizen.
But I mean, like realistically, I think cabotage is like a very small percentage of loads that are taken away from us. Like I said, in my opinion, right now, the most important things is the economy and these CDLs that they gave out to all these people they need to take back, and they need to create a driver shortage, and they need to keep it at a driver shortage in order for the rates to get better and stay better.
Yes.
Well, what they all
no CDLs for foreign truck drivers.
What they want to do is also push their autonomous agenda. And Bobby and I have had amazing conversation on cabotage. And being a Canadian, I've come right out and said it happens, haven't I, Bobby?
Yeah, we definitely talked about cabotage quite a bit, and we also did mention that it is a small, it's not, there is like people doing it, but it's not like they're not out here like like crazy amounts, because that is, if you get caught for that, you're gonna get in big trouble, So
could you explain that?
Right.
So
could you explain what that is?
Cabotage.
Yep.
It's when they come in from like Mexico or Canada, then they're not supposed to take anything but a load only going back to their country, but they stay in the country, and then they start picking up and doing deliveries within the continental U.S.
Cool.
So not a lot of people do it, but like I'm sure there is, small percentage that want to take chances and do it, which obviously they 100% should get in trouble for it. But I think there's a lot more bigger issues, like there are big chunks of, if we actually fix it, it will help out the trucking industry.
Yes, I agree. That's what I'm trying to maneuver through right now. There's so many issues, so I'm trying to get more focused on 2 or 3 bullet points for myself and my channel that I can really work on. Every single day as I drive, Bobby, I am doing lives. I'm talking to other drivers. I just got on YouTube. When I get home next week, I'm grabbing another phone and I'm going to start doing lives on both YouTube and TikTok, because I've noticed half of our population, half of the US anyway, is on TikTok, half is on YouTube.
Do you have a laptop or no?
I do.
Okay,
yes.
Then you could just hook it up to like, for example, right now I'm doing a TikTok live and YouTube at the same time, so you don't have to do it from 2 phones.
Okay.
If you want to DM me, I can send you some info on that to kind of guide you through how to hook that up, so save you some time and stuff.
Awesome, thank you, brother, because I'm trying to figure it all out. The last 5 days I've been ordering all this stuff.
A lot of YouTube hours, bro, trying to look all this shit up. I'm 41, bro.
People don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right on. Yeah, I've seen you around, man. So thanks for everything you do. I've seen you here and there. I just got involved about 5 days ago, and I'm trying to get this out there. For example, like non-domicile CDLs. Like definitely, if you're a foreigner, a legal foreigner should not be able to get a CDL. I mean, if you look at a pew pew, think about a foreigner coming over here getting a pew pew, right? That sounds crazy, right?
Yeah.
With like 30 freedom seeds. That's insane, right? Like who in their right mind would give something like that to an illegal citizen? So I ask you, why would you allow them inside of an 80,000-pound missile? You know what I mean? Stricter schools, stricter, longer. Like in my opinion, we need somebody 5, 10 years or more with experience teaching the new guys. When I first got my license 11 years ago, I'm embarrassed to say this, but I'm going to be honest to show you guys how bad this is. When I first went to a company and started driving, I did not know how to hook up a truck to a trailer. And I had a legal, valid CDL. How crazy is that?
Well, I mean, everybody has to start from somewhere, and I agree with you, man. I think if you're not a U.S. citizen, you should at least have a green card, and then you have to pass
Yes.
everything in English in order to get your CDL. I think
Agreed,
like
Bobby.
there shouldn't be no
Yes.
like tests in
Yes.
other languages or interpreters, translators, whatever you want to put it. I mean, I think you definitely should have at least a green card, and you should definitely pass everything you need to be passed to get your CDL in English, including CDL schools should be looking at this too as well. Like if they see somebody can't communicate, they should be being held responsible for passing them and giving them ability to get licenses.
Yes.
So I really think if we start
Definitely.
cracking down on this, and I think if they start backtracking on these CDLs, I really think that it's going to help it out, at least in the short term, for the freight market to turn around. Obviously, the economy is getting a little bit better slowly. Once the economy kicks in, I think we should be good. I think my wife just mentioned the other day, for
Right.
some reason, I thought we're in the fourth quarter already, but obviously we're not. So we'll see what happens in the fourth quarter. Hopefully the fourth quarter is good. And then we'll just go from there, dude. But I think the more people, like all of us start talking about it on YouTube and TikTok, and hopefully something happens,
Yes, unity, man. We're all family here. So that's my other objective, is to try to get us to stop fighting. And it's like, again, we're not going to agree on everything, right? Like you and I don't have to agree on everything, but at the very minimum, we should try to figure out a path together forward.
Yeah, or have
Even if
civil
we're not getting
conversations
everything we
about it.
want.
We don't agree about the broker transparency, but we're not sitting here yelling and arguing about it. We can just both voice our opinions
Exactly.
and then just move on.
Exactly.
And no harm, no foul. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Rob, do you have anything else for me, brother? Because I got to get going. Roger.
No, that's it, man. Thanks
You
for
have anything
calling in,
else
bro.
for me?
No. Good afternoon. I just sit and listen. Okay, that's that most of the time, and I'm sure Bobby will attest to that. And you have your agenda, you have your objectives, and I'm not to judge to say they're righteous or not, but I've been in this for about 50 years, and
Wow.
I got a little bit of education behind me.
Okay.
So with that, just the only thing I can suggest to you is get a standard plan, get 5 points, and work those points, and stay focused on them. Okay, and don't be trying to fix everything, because no one can in this industry has gone too far for one person to bring it back. And
Right.
there'll never be a coalition, because one, you won't stick together. B, you don't have the integration to stick together. And it's at the end of the
Right.
day, the service providers, okay, whether it be road, rubber, rail, ocean, air, they have the ability to say no. Okay, and if they
Right.
start
Right.
saying no, okay, and it starts off with, these service providers don't understand their costing. They have no integrated business plan. They do a shotgun approach, or they go all over the place instead of having a very, very clear, concise marketplace. And when they go all over the place like a shotgun, then they become exposed to the TQL, Robinson.
Hey, we're hearing you very bad. We got complaints in the chat about your background noise, Roger.
Oh, sorry.
All right.
Is that better, Bobby?
All right.
Yeah. All right,
Thank you,
buddy.
Roger. Thank you, Bobby. You guys have a great day. All right.
You
God
too,
bless.
buddy. Have a good
All
one.
right. All right. Later.
Oh, who else we got? Lee and Lisa trying to jump on, and Robin. So let's see if we get these guys accepted on here. See if everything goes good. You guys on here? Robin and Lee and Lisa?
Yeah. I just want to ask you, bro, just like one thing, like how you guys see like someone having CDL with the work permit. Because I have seen like so many people saying like different things about it. I just want to see like how you see it.
I'm personally against it, dude. Like, I just don't think they should come here on a work permit and be able to get a CDL job, a government job, like any of those kind of jobs. You know what I mean? Obviously, a lot of people are going to think differently, but I just think if you're here on a work permit and you're not here like on a green card, visa, or whatever, I just personally don't think you should get the CDL just because like it is extremely hurting the trucking industry, especially. It's not okay. I'm not blaming the people that come here on the visas. I'm blaming their nationality and their people that have the trucking companies, and they bring these people in and underpay them and cut the market. So you know, what I mean, like I don't know if I'm guessing you're here on a work visa, right?
Oh no, I'm on green card.
Green card, okay. So, like, for example, you speak good English, you're here on a green card, so you should no problem getting a CDL. You know what I mean? And it sucks because if somebody does come here, speaks English, and does all that on a work visa, again, it's not just against that person. Although, if I'm going to get into that person, I really do think that a lot of people come here from, like, it doesn't matter what country, even I'll use, you know, my nationality, Polish. Say if somebody, like, lives on a farm in Poland, bro, and, you know, they come here and they're not cultured to our culture and do all this wild stuff at the truck stops and do all this shit, can't speak English, and then they're getting paid 20, 30 cents cheaper per mile to drive just because they're going to save their money and then send them back to their country and go back to their country. I'm like, I just don't think it's good for trucking. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion.
Because like I honestly, like, I know like so many people on the work permit and all that, and they don't speak English and they have like CDL. But like I don't know how they are getting, because when I got it, I had to like I did it in like California. It's a California based, you know. But like I had to do that like written in English and everything, and I passed my behind the wheel like in third time because I couldn't do that like a paddler. But like the guy I went to learn and all that, and they were telling me there's another way to go to like Utah, and I can have like 12 like tries to do the test with the one like if you do the like one time the written test. I can have like 12 tries in Utah, and I can pass over there, and I can bring that certification to California, and they will issue me the license.
Well, we see
But
what
in
happened,
California,
right? We see what happened. Like,
yeah,
look, Kentucky just got in trouble. Florida just got in trouble. I mean, then we seen like people with cameras in their shirts with earpieces getting answers. I mean, the trucking schools in California, you know, the ones that are like, you got people, the DMVs are paying them off. I mean, so, I mean, obviously it's a huge, huge problem. And like, honestly, I didn't even see it till recently. And like, the more you kind of look into it and see what's going on, it's absolutely crazy, you know?
like they don't even teach you like properly. The place I got my license, they didn't teach me the logbook or anything. At that time in California, I was like paper logs, and I got my first citation. It was like incomplete logs in 80 in Fairfield, California. And after that, I learned like how to do honestly properly, but I didn't know first. But like that's what I'm saying. Like there are schools. I think there should be like some type of different like standards or something who can have these schools. Like not anybody just should be like teaching everyone.
Yeah,
There
no,
should
100%
be like
agree,
some
dude.
requirement. Like there should be like a experience requirement.
You see what happened was, because I mean I witnessed this firsthand. I seen it, you know, around in Chicago when the government started giving out these grants, right? When they claimed the driver shortage, they started giving out those free grants to get your CDL. So you know, as anything, it is same thing like Section 8 housing. A lot of people get into it because the government pays you a guaranteed check. A bunch of trucking schools open up, you know what I mean? Because they're getting that money from the government. So their thing is to pass the people and get paid, right? So that caused a big issue as well. So I mean that, you know, now that all these schools are starting to close down slowly, but there was a big boom for it because it was free money from the government. So everybody started taking advantage of it. It's just loopholes, bro. The government opened up so many loopholes for people to take advantage of it that, you know, it got out of hand super fast. And now we are where we are, I guess.
Because like if honestly like over here anyone like from my people they're hearing me they're gonna like say shit about me right now. But if I'm right in California, you can do the serial test in like different languages. And honestly, I don't think like on that part, I don't think it's like the right thing to do.
Oh no,
Because
definitely not. Like,
again,
how are you gonna take a test in your language for a country you're driving a semi truck in? When okay, maybe you could learn the road signs, right? Maybe I could understand. You could like understand the road signs. But what about when they put up like those warning messages or anything like on the highway? You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna read that in English, or the same thing with
you
that.
can read that because it's not like in different language, you know.
Exactly.
But like if there's so many people they don't try to understand. There's like because I was another day hearing one of like this Indian guy saying he was saying like all this stuff in the video, and he was like trying to justify all that stuff like you can do test in different language, and then it's like okay to be on the road and all that. And I'm like I'm not agree. I was talking to him too. I'm like I can't be agree with that stuff, you know, because I don't like if there's some hazard or road closed or something. And how you gonna read that? Like, it's not gonna be in Hindi, Punjabi, or like any other language, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
are
in
you going to go
English,
to any
so
other country in the world, dude? Do you think if America could go anywhere else and do that? We can't do this in other countries. You know what I mean? Like, so, like,
you're not gonna get a license over there.
No, of course not, dude. Dude, I think in Poland, I don't know if it's still the same, but like in Poland, to get it, you need a license for a bike to ride a bike on the street, dude. I don't know if they still have it, but I know not too long ago that was still the case. You know what I mean? So, like, yeah, I don't know, man. Absolutely crazy, man.
I like my
I'm sorry. All right, Lisa, you
Well,
got
yeah,
anything?
and they don't even have car license because it's like a really strict. Like you have to be like a really perfect in English in order to get a car license.
Got it. All right, buddy. We gotta move on to Lee and Lisa. Thank you very much for your call,
thank you
buddy.
so
I
much.
appreciate it, man.
Thank you for your time, man.
You too. Lee, Lisa, you guys there or no? Maybe.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, how's it
I'm
going?
here.
How's it going?
Good. So I have a question for you.
Mhm.
391.11.2 is English. Do you believe that should be enforced?
The English proficiency?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. I believe this should be enforced.
Okay, it's a law in their books. 371.3. Do you believe that one should be enforced?
I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know what is it.
Okay. Do you believe that the rules in the Green Book should be enforced?
I didn't study the Green Book, unfortunately, so I don't know what you're referring to.
Okay. So 371.3 has been on the books for decades.
You're talking about the English
And that
proficiency test stuff?
No, that's broker transparency. That's also a law in the books.
Okay.
And I get that you don't believe in it. I get that. So one of your arguments to Vince was, what do we care what the brokers get?
Mhm.
And exactly the example you used, if a broker is paid $100,000 by a shipper to ship a load, and he puts it out on board for $5,000.
Mhm.
First of all, the broker's scamming the shipper by getting $100,000. So don't you believe the shipper should know, hey, this load isn't hauling for $100,000?
What's the shipper's
this
responsibility
load's
to
only-
be aware of the market?
Oh, yes. Yes. So the transparency will help that end and the other end. The shipper deserves the transparency just as the truck driver did, because when he's paying for Class A service and he wants safe drivers, and the brokers put the load out there for a pittance on the board, they're going to get a crappy driver and crappy safety, and they're going to lose their load. Now they're out their load too.
You don't know how good. You don't know what the broker, what kind of techniques he uses to weave out bad carriers, or what he checks, or you don't know. I don't believe. It's not capitalism to me. You know, like we can sit here and argue back and forth, but I don't believe in it. You know, I just don't think it's capitalism.
And I'm the opposite of you.
And
it's a
that's
law.
fine.
It should be enforced.
Mhm.
And what other service do you pay for where you don't get to know how much you're paying for that service?
Everything in life. What do you mean? What do you know? What do you know? What it actually costs that you're buying in everyday life?
I'm talking about having a service, an electrical contractor come into your house
Mhm.
to fix your electric.
So he's giving you his cost, what it costs him to do the job?
No, he's charging you a rate.
Correct. So now you're going to call one electrician, you're going to call a second one, you're going to call a third one, and all three
I
are
don't know
going
what
to
the
be different
broker's
rates.
charging me, though. I don't know what the broker's charging me.
But the broker's not charging you, he's charging his customer. So like, so if, okay, so if you get, like, you just use the example electrician, right? So now you need some, I don't know, whatever, your electrical box needs to be replaced. So now you're gonna call one guy, he's gonna give you a $5,000 bill, like estimate. Another guy's gonna give you 8, another guy's gonna give you 10. But their cost is really just say like 2 or 3,000. So are you asking these guys like, hey, how much are you paying for your guys? How much are you paying for materials? I want to know exactly how much this is costing you, and then I'm gonna think about it. Like if I'm gonna pay you more than that, like, do you get what I'm saying? Like it doesn't make sense.
I get what you're saying, and you're correct. It doesn't make sense because I'm going to choose the cheaper electrician if they're a good electrician.
Well, yeah, more expensive doesn't mean it's better, but then at the same time, you don't want the cheapest one because what if he doesn't have licenses or whatever?
Right, and brokers are exactly taking the cheaper one.
Not all of them. No, they're well, especially not now with all this fraud and stuff going on. These carriers are getting vetted extremely well right now. So like, I mean, they might be taking.
Oh, then
like,
why do we have fraud?
Well, if you think about the bigger brokerages, don't really have fraud as much anymore. It's more the smaller ones at this point, and I think that's going to be coming to the end as well. And the only reason we have fraud is again because of stupid loopholes and police departments and governments not wanting to do their job to fight to fix it.
And how are the police departments going to fix it?
By actually investigating it, doing their job, arresting people for it, making examples of people, not just being like, oh fuck, we don't care what just happened, great, move on.
Did you watch the shippers testifying in front of Congress a few weeks ago, maybe a month or so, where the local won't deal with it, the state won't deal with it, the feds won't deal with it because they don't have overlapping jurisdictions?
Well, that's my point exactly right there. They're not doing shit about it. I mean, at all. Like at all. Like so as long as they're not gonna be doing nothing about it. I mean, so say you're a criminal right now, right? And you're gonna get away with this, nobody's gonna lock you up and you're making good money. Are you gonna stop doing that? Or are you gonna no, of course you're not. Why? Because nobody gives a shit, you're not gonna get in trouble. And in my opinion, this is one of the biggest issue in trucking besides the English proficiency, and something needs to be done about it because this is causing insurance rates to go up. It's causing a lot of like lost money to a lot of people, and nobody gives a shit about it. Yeah. Like, and if you realistically think about it, this would be super easy to stop. All you got to do is set up a trap and get these guys in there and just start arresting the shit out of them, start doing some kind of federal investigations. Like, look what happened in California, right, with the Armenian people. Like, why did they get in trouble? Why? Because Amazon's a big company. I guarantee you they made some donations to the police department out there, and what happened?
Yep.
They got busted. But, I mean, unless you got money to be paying police
And when did all
departments.
this fraud start in our industry?
Well, fraud's been going, I'm sure it's one of the oldest, one of the oldest businesses in the world. I mean, fraud's always going to be happening, But unfortunately, all this stuff they're trying to do with technology for fraud is not helping it. So now brokers and this highway and Carrier for One and all these people, now they're using fraud as a front to try to get people, to pay for all their services. And all that's doing is actually hurting smaller carriers and not fixing the fraud whatsoever.
Well said, Bobby. Very well said.
Fraud started when all the foreigners have been imported into our industry because of the shortage.
Dude, fraud's been happening forever.
It's been happening forever.
Fraud has become widespread because of foreigners. When the COVID started and they brought in all the foreigners under Biden's trucking action plan, that is when fraud exploded.
Do you have it?
I'm not saying that fraud hasn't been a problem forever, but it exploded since the flu.
I mean, I would say it amplified, but I don't think it's been going on for quite some time in trucking. Like since I started in trucking over 20 years ago, it's been going on. Has it amplified a bit? Sure, I'll give you that. Yeah. I'm not going to argue that. And again, they're taking advantage of loopholes. You know what I mean? Taking advantage of loopholes and nobody giving a shit about stopping them, and it's going to continue. The same thing, dude. If I knew I was going to make a bunch of money, I'm going to keep doing it. I mean, if I know I'm not going to get in trouble, why wouldn't you? And again, I mean, that's something big in trucking that we need to start cracking down on to start fixing it. But that's one of the things that nobody's doing anything about.
So somebody said, please stop. What is it? You don't want to hear my opinions or my solutions, or what is it?
I have no idea who said on here. Somebody said that
on the comments. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not even reading the comments at the moment. And then 100%. I disagree with the broker transparency. like I said, you could have a different opinion, you know, and everybody's entitled to their opinion, but to me, it's just not capitalism, you know. And unfortunately, if the market was good right now and everybody was making money, we wouldn't even be talking about this issue right now. But since the market's dead, everybody's losing money, so now everybody's just like grasping at straws to place blame other places, and that's why this is even an issue right now. If we had a booming,
I'm not asking to cap the brokers. I've never asked for that because that is indeed capitalism, 100%. And you're absolutely right that it doesn't get talked about when the rates are good. So in 2020, hundreds of trucks went to Washington, D.C. and sat on Constitution Avenue for 3 solid weeks. At that time, the head of the FMCSA, Jim Mullins, got called into the White House and is aware that 371.3 is on the books and that they're not enforcing it. And a DOJ investigation was opened into brokers.
Well, didn't the lady sue? The lady sued TQL, didn't she? I forgot something Pink Trucking or whatever. If I'm not mistaken.
Say that again?
The lady like Pink Trucking or Pink something, didn't she end up suing TQL for that? Okay, but say for example, okay, so say you get the broker transparency, right? They got 3 days to give you that to you, right? According to the law, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct? Since it seems like you know the law pretty good.
48 hours.
38 hours or
But
48
no,
hours?
that's not the law. 48.
Okay.
That's not the law right now that they have to provide that to you. So the law right now is that you can ask for it and they can tell you, well, come here to our office at 3 a.m. on Friday morning and we'll show it to you. But then we're never, ever going to load you again because you asked for the transparency.
And then again, that's their choice. If they don't want to use you, they don't want to use you. I mean, and then you know what I mean?
I get it. I get it.
And then
But
say you
here's
do
the
get the
thing.
broker transparency. Say you got it for, like I just said earlier. Say you get it for every single load. Like what's that going to change? Like, or what are you going to do once you get it? And you find
It's
out.
going to change your negotiation ability, and the brokers that are charging 40 and 50% margins won't get used.
Yeah,
But here's another thing that the brokers are doing wrong. When you sign a carrier packet, they put right in there to waive your rights to 371.3, and some are going as far as to waive your rights to the entire 49 U.S. code, which is the entire transportation code. So they are blatantly violating the law. It's called 49 Code USD 14906, evasion of a regulation. So the law's on the books. TIA did petition FMCSA to get rid of broker transparency. And FMCSA has already stated they're not getting rid of it. So it's not going away. So now just enforce it.
I mean, I guess I just don't think it's gonna make a difference because every lane is different. Every amount of money they make is different. You know what I mean? Like I said before, if you have 2 brokers with the same lane, same exact lane, and they're both gonna have different prices from the customers. And I just, you know, and then what are you gonna do? Just stop using every single broker? Then it's just like one of those things where there's not much you can do about it. You know what I mean? And
Well, it's coming up for rulemaking in May. So
I'm saying even if it passes,
something's gonna be done about it.
I just don't think this. It's just like I just think it's a pointless argument in trucking that is really just keeping us occupied with this instead of actually focusing on important stuff that we should be fixing in trucking. This is my opinion.
And you are definitely entitled to it.
Yes, ma'am. All right, thank you very much. I appreciate you calling in. And good luck, and hopefully, you know, you guys make some monies. Who else we got? Observer. Let me accept this guy here. Observer, you're on?
What's up, Bobby?
What's going on, man?
What's up, man? So, Bobby, everybody's missing the point. The trucking is not the problem. The problem is the economy. We ship almonds out of California. Almonds are doing bad. So what do you think? We're not going to pay that $9,000 no more. We're looking for a guy who can haul it for $5,500 to New York. And there's 10 people waiting. I'll do it for 48. I'll do it for 46, right?
Yes.
There's no unity because trucking has gone so easy. It's not like how my dad used to drive and my grandpa. I'm a 3rd-generation trucker and a farmer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knows how to change a tire or a turbo or a radiator on the side of the road. It became so easy. An immigrant comes and jumps. He says, oh, wow. All I got to do is sit on a seat. I don't need to shift. I don't need to know anything about the clutch. I'll just keep driving and make 40 cents on the dollar, right? And another problem there is trucking should be governed where you can one family, one truck. But when a guy comes and he says, "Well, my cost of trucking is $1.80 a mile, and if I'm making $2.25, if I'm running my truck 15,000 miles, I can make $4,000 to $5,000 sitting at home and act like a broker."
Yeah, but the
What do you
problem with
think
that
he's
part,
gonna do?
I 100% agree with you on economy, but then the second part you're mentioning about the driver, and that's usually the drivers that are here on these visas and other stuff, they're taking it 20, 30 cents less per mile, which is messing it up. But you are 100% right, the economy, dude. If the economy was good right now,
Bobby,
nobody would be complaining.
we gotta think like American. We're Americans, right? I'm an Indian descent, right?
Mhm.
But we cannot think like I'm back in India. I gotta pay bills in dollars, not in rupees, right? Cannot think, oh, I'm making 3,000 and I'm gonna send it back, right? You gotta be realistic. Trucking will never be fixed because it has gone too easy. It has been glorified on TikTok. Oh, look at my Peterbilt. Look at my W900. Look at my stacks. It's not. Nobody treats it like a business. Look at the trucks, man. They're falling apart. There's no fenders. You name it, right? It's not what it used to be in the 70s, 80s, 90s, right? So, Bobby, it should be the company should be held accountable. The only way to save American trucking, one truck per family or one truck per person. Because what happens, Bobby? Let's say my wife's a doctor and my dad owns a farm. To us, trucking is a depreciation asset. Okay, we don't give a damn if we make $1. We're writing it off because we're making money otherwise. But a guy who just graduates high school or college, this is his livelihood. Why would you pay him $3, okay, when I can get it for $2.20? Because I don't need that money. I need that depreciation. That's what a lot of these guys are doing, buying 20 trucks, 30 trucks, and they're running a bare minimum because they're looking for that depreciation for the first 3 years because they're making so much money otherwise. So, there got to be more regulations and laws, how many trucks you can buy, who you can hire. It should be a person from here first than anybody else. It's just like unemployment.
Wait, but how are you going to limit? How
you applied for a
how many
job?
trucks you're trying to say that you can't build companies anymore? Is that what you're trying to get to? I'm confused.
No. You cannot build companies like a guy comes in and he drives a truck for 6 months. The next thing you know, him and his cousins tag team and they buy 20 shitty trucks. Okay, and now they're a company. And it shouldn't be like one person, one trucking. That's the only way you're gonna be able to sustain rates. If everybody becomes a company owner, this is competition, Bobby. This is business. It's competition.
Yeah,
I'm gonna cut your rate to survive. Then you're gonna cut my rate to survive.
Yeah, I don't
So how
agree
are
with
we
that,
gonna
dude.
get
I mean,
that
that's
$3, $4?
again, you're messing with capitalism, bro. Like, I don't care if anybody comes in and buys 100 trucks, but that's not the issue, dude. The issue, really right now, is the economy and the CDL licenses we gave out. These are the two biggest issues that need to be resolved before anything happens, dude. Because limiting people to one truck, that's crazy, bro. Again, now we're starting to get into communist talk. You know what I mean?
That's communist talk, Bobby. That's
is,
saving
bro.
the
It
integrity
is.
of the business. No, Bobby, hear me out. Bobby, hear me out. I got a guy that works at a farm. His cousin crossed the border right through Mexico. He's here about 4 years ago. He called back home. He says, "Hey, send me some money. Trucking, there's a lot of money." They're like, "Okay, well, they sold the farm and they send the money here." Him and his cousins went and bought 25 trucks. Okay, Bobby, when shit was good, they were making over 100 grand a month. Okay, they're buying up a gas station, liquor store, you name it, right? Shit hit the fan. Now they're cutting everybody's throat. They're calling Taylor Farm. They're calling Foster Farm. They're calling Amazon, whoever. Hey, we'll do it the cheapest. We'll do it the cheapest. Bobby, now a guy who only has one truck and this is how he eats, no one's gonna pay you $250 no more when there's a guy who will do it for $1.70 just to cover his equipment cost.
Yeah,
You're out of a business.
But then again, we're talking about the economy, then, bro. Because if the economy is bad, then that's true. But if the economy is good, there's gonna be plenty of freight for everybody to take, and nobody's gonna want to take cheap freight. So right now,
Bobby,
what you're saying is
Bobby.
survival of the fittest. They're trying to do whatever they can to survive. But again,
Bobby,
but these
Bobby.
people can't be normal, dude. They can't be normal drivers. They have to be on here. These CDL drivers, they're taking cheap ass rates like that. Otherwise, they wouldn't be surviving. So who's their drivers? Who are these guys' drivers? Are these normal?
Bobby, these are normal drivers. You pay them 50 cents a mile or 60 cents a mile.
No normal driver's gonna take 50 cents a mile, dude. There's no driver out there that's gonna take 50 cents a mile.
there's a lot of people driving for 40 cents a mile.
Yeah,
Bobby.
correct. On these
You know,
B1, on these visas and these
no,
CDLs.
no. Bobby, I can give you 70 cents, but if I don't give you miles, I make you make 34s, or I sit you at Love's Truck Stop for 6 days, like a lot of these big company drivers do. When you talk to a big company driver, oh, there's no money, I'm broke, all I ran is 3,000 miles, and then you see an immigrant, hey, how many miles you doing? Oh yeah, I'm doing 15,000 miles. Bobby, you got to see the bigger picture, brother. Number one, there should be no brokers. Okay, there should be no brokers.
Yeah, that's
period.
crazy. That's crazy talk, bro. That's crazy talk.
No, it's not.
Dude,
it wasn't
you're
like
wild,
that in
bro.
the 60s, 70s.
You are like do one step away from just being communist at this point, dude. What do you thought? No brokers,
No, Bobby,
one truck per person.
Bobby,
dude, come on, bro. Dude, that's wild,
Bobby,
dude. That's wild.
Bobby, if everybody opens a gas station on every corner, it's not gonna survive. If everybody opens a hospital, it's not gonna survive. If everybody's a doctor, who the hell is gonna work? Just like there are quotas in every business. How many gas stations a city can allow? How many freaking truck yards a city can allow? There should be a regulation on trucking and brokers. If you're gonna have the brokers in there, and brokers should be held accountable. Their assets should be tied. If they commit fraud, the government
but
should go for them when they don't take
you're
care
talking
of
about a
you.
little town. Of course, a little town's going to limit. Like, you can't have 50 gas stations in a little town, or bars or liquor licenses. Yeah, I get that, dude. But you're talking about a freight broker where there's like freight brokers could ship shit like worldwide. They can get customers anywhere, so they have an open market. So I mean, like these are. Yeah, I just don't agree with you whatsoever, bro. The only thing I agree with you on is the economy part, but everything else, I'm sorry, man, I just don't agree with you.
No problem. Hey, look, Bobby, we all got different opinions, right? How I see it, trucking will never be fixed like it used to be. Every 20 years, a business fades away. When a business becomes too easy for anyone, I mean anyone. I see guys that can barely walk. They're driving a truck. I see people that can barely see. They're driving
Well, then
a truck.
we're talking about, that should be limited because, I mean, if you have health issues, obviously you shouldn't be driving 80,000 pounds, and that should be regulated. I mean, I agree with that, but I just don't, agree with the communist stuff.
It's not communism, Bobby. It's the saving integrity of trucking, man. It should be more. It should be more governed, And Bobby, tell me
I don't
this.
think you want more government, bro. I mean, don't you? I mean, I don't know.
Bobby, hold on. Bobby, there was a gentleman here that says I've been driving for 11 years. I'm barely getting by. I'm living paycheck to paycheck. Bobby, let's say a shipper starts paying you and me $4 a mile from California to Boston, coming back east and west. $4. Okay. That's a cap rate, right? Bobby, don't you think there's so much money on the table when we'll do the calculations? Oh man, I'm making this much, don't you? Wouldn't you want to buy more trucks? I do.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point of building a business.
Then it becomes a business. No. Then there's competition. Then
that's what business is on. It's based on competition. I mean, dude, I'm living paycheck to paycheck right now, dude, and I make pretty decent money, dude.
Everybody is, Bobby. Everybody is.
Exactly, because the economy's bad, bro. But you're talking about like not letting people buy trucks, not allowing freight brokerages. Yeah, that's not crazy, bro. It's like whoever survives, survives, and if you don't, you don't, and that's just part of life, bro. It's dog eat dog, dude. You know what I mean? And it's just limiting trucks, limiting freight brokers, all that kind of stuff is just, it's crazy, bro. And the only reason we're having even this talk is the economy's bad. If the economy was good, nobody would be complaining about broker transparency or brokers, how much they're making. None of that stuff, dude. If we just get rid of the CDLs that came here illegally and the economy goes up a little bit, trucking is going to bounce back and be in a good place. I mean, used truck prices are already going up. I mean, a lot of the U.S. right now does have decent markets right now. So, I mean, the market's slowly picking up, economy's slowly picking up. I think we're heading towards the right direction. This ELP shit shook the industry up pretty bad where these guys are afraid to even drive anymore. So a lot less trucks are on the road right now. So, I mean, we'll see what happens, bro. Okay, I have to go because I have to finish up work here.
Thank you for your time.
I appreciate you guys. Good luck to everybody. Hopefully everybody starts making some money so we don't got to limit trucks per household and no more brokers, bro. Have a good one.
Hey, Ron, I'll see you soon, Ron. I'll see you soon.
Oh, my goodness.